All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, it's Daytona. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series visits Daytona Road Course today for a 60-minute race. It's race number 4 in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season, and it is a big one. Everybody wants to win Daytona. Who's got what it takes to tame the infield and the chicane and turn 1? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season action for you at Daytona Road Course. It's race number 4, and this is going to get a while, boys and girls. Let's get it on. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight, today, wherever you are. And I showed you the side-by-side, didn't I? Wow, man. First mistake. Didn't get it. What did I get? Like 2 minutes in? And thanks for coming in here. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And we have the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series in action for you. And again, this is race number 4 of an 8-race season, and Daytona is one that I think everybody marks off on the calendar of wanting to win this race, man. Love this track. I almost drove today. I was looking at the numbers here to see who came in, and I was like, maybe I should get out there and do some driving. I love this track. Very, very fun. And thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. We got a good race here for you. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are running your own league and you want a self-managed server package, there are 3 self-managed server packages to choose from EliteHostingUSA.com. It can provide you a server in your area of the world as well for your best pings for your race league. WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting available through EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our service here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. If you're interested in doing some racing, we got a quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. Also, we get schedule updates, what series we have running, point standings, all that jazz right here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Now, I think Givaldo joining us here. Maybe we can get Givaldo out on the track here at Daytona Road Course, man. Good to see Givaldo, one of our best buddies here at High Octane Racing League. And TurnLeftTV, of course. We love Givaldo. Glad to see him here today. And maybe we'll see him tonight in the Saturday Night Thunder in the stock cars. Speaking of the Saturday Night Thunder, these guys will be coming up later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 135-lap race, race number 5, North Wilkesboro. We had a great race at North Wilkesboro last night in the Xfinity Series. And that was a great race right here on YouTube on TurnLeftTV, and Franco Alvarez came away with the win, so congratulations to him, and we'll see if he can defend next week. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there in sim racing land. Anybody who happens to be watching, any sim racing fans, thanks for joining us here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Get those videos out there and for people to see. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Thanks to all those subscribers out there, and smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here on TurnLeftTV. We have some great ones. Great racing here through High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. Dennis Udichin in a Corvette? Yeah! He is American now. We got him. Dennis Udichin straight up Yankee now. Got a TurnLeftTV logo on the spoiler of that. Man, I'll tell you what. I might adopt this guy. You see Dennis Udichin in the 47 out here. Guy is a loyal HORL guy, man. He gets up, he's racing from Kharkiv, Ukraine, and he gets up like 3 o'clock in the morning to race with us. That's at 9 p.m. And I think it might be somewhere around, it might be about 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening for him here, but he'll be back later tonight with us racing in the Saturday Night Thunder. High Octane Racing League Tough Truck's going to be back in action on Tuesday, November the 21st in Texas Motor Speedway, 100-lap race. It's race number 8 of the season. Just 3 races to go to crown the first champion here at the return of the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. And again, race number 8, 100 laps of Texas. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV on November the 21st. That's a Tuesday. And that will start at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday. About Dana Grover getting out here on the track. The BMW. I haven't seen him out in the GT3 series, and this might be his first go-round here. So Daytona road course here for Dana Grover, one of our Canadian drivers. A lot of guys from Canada, man. John Stanley races with us. Dana Grover, Gordon Carter, all racing with us from Canada. I know there were some more as well, but really those guys passionate about racing too. Dana Grover getting out of the stock cars, getting in the GT3 cars here today at Daytona. We'll take a look at the track here at Daytona Road Course. 17 turns, technically. 5.7 kilometers, 3.56 miles in length. The oval portion, the banking, 31 degrees. Of course, we all know that. Tri-oval, you get 18 degrees of banking. Backstretch at 2 degrees. And the infield portion, obviously flat there. That's where you're going to make up. I think that's going to separate the men from the boys there. How smoothly you can get through the infield. Most people can get through that oval portion of the track, with the exception maybe that chicane. That's going to be a little challenging here today. The Daytona International road course, very, very famous. Of course, we know the 24 hours of Daytona there. The roar to the 24. We love that, man. Kicking off the racing season in the United States when that happens. That happens in February. Always excited to see that rolling around. Take a look at Emerson Sorkowski, one of those NASCAR BR drivers. Also does broadcasting through 11 TV. And man, what a fantastic job he and Rodrigo do at 11 TV. I mean, those guys just set the bar for sim racing broadcasting for sure. So shout out to Emerson getting in the McLaren here today with us, and Also, shout out to Rodrigo. I know he's sort of crossed over and doing some broadcasting for some real racing now, so that is really, really cool. Exciting for him. And, we definitely admire Rodrigo and all that he's contributed to sim racing. And like I said, those guys set the bar, man. I think there's no better broadcasters in the business than Rodrigo and Emerson. I'm just a small town guy. Well, race keys today here. Turn 1. Oh, yes, and tame that chicane as well. That is in that oval portion of the track. That's a little tough. Infield dominance, really getting through that infield smoothly and managing traffic, and then you're going to have to limit that aggression there. I think that's not going to be good here to be really, really aggressive at this track. This is not a super difficult track, to be honest with you, which is why I feel fairly confident whenever I race here. I'm going to get a decent finish, but I think those are good keys to the race here at Daytona Road Course. Look at Revian Gumilar in the BMW. A lot of guys moving over here to this BMW. So we're excited to see where he's going to land here today. Schedule here in the GT3 series. Next week we'll be at Lime Rock Park, another great road course. Virginia International coming up on December the 2nd. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park on December the 9th. And Sebring International finish out the season on December the 16th. So we are finishing up the first half of the season here at Daytona Road Course. Back half looks pretty salty there, doesn't it, man? Lime Rock, Virginia, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, and Sebring, all fantastic tracks. I do not think next week's race will be a broadcast, by the way. And, a lot going on in my life, and got a funeral to attend on Sunday, so I will not be broadcasting the race on Saturday. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to all those folks out there in the United States and Canada. Got, Andy, go Andy in here. Oh my gosh, look at that. He said, go Revion. He's not rooting for Ritsky? Wow, okay. Way to choose sides there, man. Andy, I believe, is from the one of the psychopathy racing community guys, I believe. I might be wrong about that. Practice session is over, but good to see Andy in here. He's rooting Revion Gubilar. today here in the GT3 series. So headed over to the qualification session. And don't forget, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. Greatly appreciate that if you would smash that bell as well, and get these videos out there also by hitting that thumbs up button. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so, and thanks to all those folks who have subscribed to the channel. And then don't forget to smash the bell. Get updates when races are going live here on TurnLeftTV. Always taking suggestions, too, on ways to improve. You can definitely contact me through TurnLeftTV@gmail.com. Or you can contact me through my Discord server. So, guys are going to go out here for quals now. Absolutely long time, man. Too long, buddy. Get you back out on the track. Sometimes work and life gets in the way of fun, doesn't it? Take a look at Dennis Udichin, I believe. Dennis. There you go. Dennis there in the Corvette. Make his qualification attempt here. I think we got some guys already out on the track. Take a look at Andre Setyawan in the BMW. Archivieta also out on the track. Ritsky Novar, Georgi Aratunian, Thiago Lopez, Revion, Gordon Carter, Keenan also out on the track, and Dennis Udichin. Right now, Sarkowski, Dunbar, and Grover, the three drivers still in the pits. 10-minute qualification session. Get as many laps in as you can there to get your best lap. Givaldo rooting Arthur on here today, of course. Now I know if I was in the, in the car, that Givaldo be rooting me on. We go Gordon Carter also in the BMW. High Place Moving sponsor machine. Take a look at Setyawan as he in the infield portion of this track. A little bit of time to get around this track, but Setyawan going to be one of those guys to look for here as a possible winner of this race. This is a fun track, man. Let's see what Setyawan does here. 144.8 148.54. Paving the way here for some of these other guys here. How about Artur Vieta in the Aston Martin? He's going to be fast here, man. This guy can drive anything, man. Indy cars, stock cars, driving some trucks, and he's got a lot of championships, and here he is in the GT3 as well. The guy can flat out drive anything. And I've mentioned this before, that really where I first met Artur Vieta was in a GT3 series through Alta Velocidad, and man, that guy was fantastic. I think he might even won the championship in the season that I ran. Now, Giorgio Arutunian looks like he has come off track just a little bit in his quals. Right now shown fourth with a 145.389. Keenan Luang out here as well in the Merc. Ritsky Novar up to second on the grid. So in that infield portion of the track is Keenan Luang. A lot of guys switching over here and doing the driving the Merc here. Maybe after another bop, they feel like the Mercury is, or the Mercedes is the way to go. Set you on to the top, 144.854 right now. Novar second, Vieta third, Arutunian is fourth, Keenan Luang is fifth. See if you can better that. That's a pretty good starting position through the chicane. And here we go through the front stretch. Keenan Luang through this tri-oval across the start-finish line. 146.630. Still fifth on the grid there for him. Gordon Carter in high place moving sponsor machine in the BMW. His outlet. This guy, man, he's fairly new here to a high octane racing league, and he's shown so much helpfulness and leadership that we asked him to be on the board, and he has been a great asset here for our league. Even-keeled, always happy-go-lucky type of dude, and great advice, a lot of work behind the scenes, and help keeping this operation going. So definitely going to be rooting for him today, that's for sure. This is Gordon Carter's timed lap here with just 2 minutes left to go. Artur Vieta at the top of the grid. How about that? 144.639. Artur Vieta showing him how it's done. He says, oh yeah, IndyCar, I'll make it happen. Stock car, I'll make it happen. GT3, I'll make it happen. I'm Artur Vieta. And here we go. 147.212 for Gordon Carter. And Gordon Carter up to 8 on the grid. Dana Grover in the BMW. Right now 10th on the grid for Dana, 148.522. Looking to improve that. Zukowski, Dunbar, both those guys look like they are going to start in the back. Grover giving it a shot here. Races a lot at an organization known as Tracks VR, located in Calgary, Canada. And when he's not racing there, he built his own rig. He's racing from home. Last night he raced from home in the Xfinity Series. So let's see where Dana Grover gets when he crosses the start-finish line here. Going through the chicane, and I think he might be able to just sneak another one in here. We'll see. 44.639 the time to beat. 48. 5.32 or 5.22, I believe is his time. A little bit of work to do for Dana Grover. Right now, 10th on the grid. And here we go. Let's see what he gets. Does he get across the line? 140, whatever that is. 148.438. Got to change that text color there. I can't see it. Looks like it's translucent. Going on. These guys finishing up their laps here. Well, might not make it, I don't think. Revion to see if he can improve his 7th place. And he does! Fifth up to 5th for Revion. $145.770 right there for him. Nice! So congratulations to Setyawan, who ends up sneaking back by Arta Vieta. And quals have ended. These guys going through the driver's meeting. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get the video going for this one, huh? All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And, man, I'm having fun here tonight, man. GT3, love the GT3. So we're going to have a fun one. And really excited about this track, Daytona Road Course. I was so excited, I almost jumped out of the broadcast booth, got in the driver's seat to mix it up with these guys. But I wanted to bring you some action. How would I be able to talk to Gibaldo here? Let's take a look at the qualification results here at Daytona. Andre Setyawan ends up sneaking by Arte Vieta to capture P1 there in the pole position. Aston Martin there of Arte Vieta qualifies second. Ritsky Novar, Georgi Artunia start in row number 2. Revian Gumilar, Keenan Luang, row 3. Thiago Lopez in the Ferrari. And Gordon Carter, row number 4. Dennis Yuderchin in the Corvette. Side by side there with Dana Grover in the BMW. Emerson Sirkowski and Will Dunbar, both those guys elected not to qualify, and they will start in row number 6. We've got about a little under 6 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Gonna have to get your picks in now. Man, this is going to be a difficult one here. Well, I'm going to go with the pole setter, Andre Setyawan in the BMW. I think he's got what it takes here, but he has got a lot of work here to do, man. Novar's fast, Gumilar, also Vieta fast, Thiago Lopez. My heart is rooting for Thiago Lopez because I'm a Ferrari guy. So he's also racing in our truck series as well on Tuesday nights. Arte Vieta racing in our truck series on Tuesday night. Dana Grover, also Dennis Yuderchin racing in our truck series on Tuesday nights. And we've had a lot of fun with that truck series. If you'd like to join us, racing starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 100-lap race from Texas coming up next Tuesday. And that's November the 21st. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Oh, Gordon Carter racing in that as well. I missed him. Racing in our GT3 series today as well. Just a little under 3 minutes left to go. Don't forget, we will be later tonight at North Wilkesboro Speedway. 135-lap race in the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series. The big boys tackling North Wilkesboro, the short track. And that's race number 5 of the season. Always fun there. Great bunch of guys joining us on Saturday nights. We have got such a positive vibe going on right now at High Octane Racing League. A lot of changes, and the changes have been for the better. We have such a positivity going on at this race league, man. Everybody helping each other out. We got guys from all around the world, literally all around the world. I mean, we got some guys from Indonesia. We got guys racing from South America. You know, well, we've got drivers Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, and that South American area there. We also got Canada, United States. We've got Euro guys as well. We've got guys from Ukraine. We got guys from really the Caribbean as well, and we got guys from Russia as well that join us to race. Fedorov, one of our loyal drivers from Russia, also Bezhikov, he races with us as well. And I'm sure I'm missing some guys, that's for sure. But everybody puts down their differences, gets out here and mix it up, and we all love each other because we love sim racing. And the vibe here is so, so friendly. Like I said, big changes there, but for the better. All right, boys and girls. I am ready to rock and roll.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, here we go. The starting lineup. Let's take a look at the starting order here as Andrei Setyawan starts in P1. Art Vieta starts second. Ritsky Nobar starts third. Georgi Aratunian, not in TeamSpeak, will be in get a penalty. Reviat Gubilar starts fifth. Keenan Luang starts sixth. Thiago Lopez seventh. Gordon Carter starts in the eighth position. Starting at ninth will be Dennis Shudich, and Dana Grover starts 10th. Emerson Sirkowski starts in the 11th position. Will Dunbar will start 12th. With my race keys here, turn 1. Came that chicane in the tri-oval area also, or in the on the backstretch, I should say. Infield dominance, man, really own that infield. Manage traffic and limit that aggressive driving. Those are my keys to the race here at Daytona. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Setioan and Vieta side by side here for the start. And at night, man, the sun went down, the lights come on,
Go, go, go.
and the racing gets going. Into turn 1. Setioan clears Ritsky Novar. Vieta back to third. Novar got a good jump on that start. Setioan came to play today, baby. Georgi Aratuanian has a stop-and-go penalty assigned to him for not joining TeamSpeak. That is being lenient there. The rule is you don't race if you don't join TeamSpeak, and unfortunately we warned him 3 times. And now he is headed to do his stop and go. That's going to sting, that's for sure. Let's take a look at Emerson Sirkowski, Dana Grover. Sirkowski in the McLaren, getting by Dana Grover. Dana Grover now back to the 12th position as Sirkowski picks up a spot in that McLaren. Good battle there. And take a look at this. The 88, Will Dunbar in the Audi. He's got a lot of practice laps in here, and he gets by Dennis Shudichin. Dunbar up to the 9th position. Artudia doing the stop and go. Take a look at Ritsky Novar running in P2. Got a big win at Indy. We'll see where he is in the point standings. He and Setioan, Keenan Luang also. I think Ritsky Novar missed a couple races. The point standings there as you see Setioan, Luang, Carter, Zakharov not able to be here today. 4th, Belavin is 5th. See, Dunbar, Mohammed Bismadver is 7th. Sirkowski 8th. 9th is Bezrikov, and Novar is 10th. So right now, Vieira and Nova are battling here as Vieira running in the third position in the Aston Martin at the front of his machine. And those the front three really fairly tight here. About 2 seconds separate, 2.5 seconds separate P3 from P1. Rukowski in the McLaren here battling the Audi of Will Dunbar. Rukowski getting by, and he had to work for that a little bit through the oval portion of the track up on the high bank. And Rukowski in the McLaren getting that position. Wow, what a horrible view that is. There we go, through the chicane. This is a fun part of the track right here. You are up on the edge of your seat through this area. And, no problem there for the McLaren. Setiawan is our leader. Artudia back out after doing his stop and go. We have Dennis Udichin here in the Corvette in that oval portion of the track. Udichin, oh man, oh, he gets right side tires off, or left side tires off in the grass and spins. Gonna have to try to get this thing straightened back up. Udichin spinning here in the infield portion of the track. A break here for the 47 car. Try to get this thing straightened back up, and wow. Maybe a little bit muddy there in the infield. And he gets back up on the track and gets this thing pointed in the right direction, back to P11. And going back by here, we'll take a look as on board you see Udichin spinning in that infield portion. And Grover gets by. Grover up to P10. Take a look at Keenan Wang also in the Merc. He and Revian Gumilar are having a great battle here. Revian running in P5. Keenan Wang running in the fourth position. And a great little battle shaping up here between P4 and P5. Gumilar in that BMW. A lot of guys switching over to this BMW, man. They really like the handling of this car. Take a look at our side-by-side view here is looking at the front of Revian Gumilar's machine in P4, looking ahead at our fourth place car, in P5, looking at our fourth place car, Keenan Wang. Up onto the oval portion of the track. Good way to maybe draft up onto the guy in front of you. So let's see what Revian can do. He could also maybe catch a few seconds here in the trial, or the chicane portion of this track. Now through the chicane, this is a good place to make up some time here if you can hit your marks. 0.7 of a second separate the two of those guys. Dennis Udichin retiring his machine. That's a tough break there for Dennis. Keenan Wang running in P4. Zerkowski and Dunbar having a fist fight here. Dunbar goes wide. Zerkowski taking that spot. So a good battle there, and Zerkowski gets that spot, but Dunbar back to the ninth position in the Audi. Take a look here. Look at that. Right here, Keenan Wang, Revian Gumilar battling it out side by side. Wang in the Mercedes. Gumilar in that BMW. Whoa! Right there. Very close. This guy's getting after it right now at 51 minutes to go. A lot of racing to go here at Daytona. And Ritsky Novar has done some work on the cameras in these cars, man. He helped us with this with the mod, and he has done a great job removing the downshift protection situation. Those guys really didn't want to see that. And now we're back to live here. We'll take a look at Gumilar maybe off pace. Looks like he might have, he and Keenan Lewang might have gotten together here. Let's take a look. This is through the oval portion. Oh, he got into the back of Gumilar, got into the back of Lewang, and Lewang's hard into the tire barrier. Wow, that was a little bit of a punt right there, wasn't it? Take a look here as he slows down to get into the chicane and just gets rear-ended by Revion. Wow, man, that was a painful, painful sequence there. Take a look at Sirkowski. He ends up getting this position as those guys get together. You see that unfold just ahead through that chicane portion of the track. Ooh, right there, just trying to hold on. And he's going to get into the tire barrier right here. That's a hard lick. Gumilar had gotten into the back of him. I don't think it just slowed down. It might have been a little bit of warpage right there, too. Like, as soon as the car jumped back a little bit. And he feels bad about it right there, you can tell. He's letting some guys go by and waiting for his buddy Keenan to get that spot back. See right there, that's racing etiquette right there. That is absolute racing etiquette by Revion. He's letting Keenan Lewang have that spot back. That's the least, least you could do, I think, in that position. That just says a lot about Revion right there. He says, hey man, I don't care about winning this race. I care about, more about my friendship with Keenan Lewang, and I got into the back of him, push him into the tire barrier, and I'm going to let him have that spot back. I can't take away the damage, but I can at least do the gentleman-like thing and let him have that spot back, and that's exactly what he did right there. Andrei Setioan is our leader. Ritsky Novar shown in the second position. Artifietta is third. Gordon Carter up to the fourth position. Lopez is running in P5. There's my Ferrari. And he's running in the fifth spot. A good top five run here for Thiago Lopez. Thiago racing all the way from Spain or Portugal. I know over on across the pond. I think it might be Portugal. And here he is mixing it up with the GT3 series. Does some stock car racing as well. And a good top five run in this Ferrari. Thiago, a great race car driver. And Givaldo sending his well wishes out there to Thiago. Thiago must have seen that we were focused on him here. He's trying to cut the grass there in the chicane. Hopefully he's not watching us on the broadcast there. We'll stop talking about him. We'll take a look at Emerson Sirkowski in the McLaren. So Sirkowski running in the sixth position. He is the lone McLaren in the field. Giorgio Artunian has recovered a little bit. He is in that Aston Martin, been penalized for not being on TeamSpeak. Georgie's raced with us quite a bit before. And he is running in P11. Dana Grover running in the 10th position. Top 10 run here for him, and he is in that 4 car in the BMW. Not normally a road course driver, but out here at Daytona Road Course, mixing it up at night. Lights are out, headlights are on, and the fun begins. Setiawan has really not been able to make a big gap there on Novar. Novar about 1.5 seconds back. Vieira running in P3. Carter 4th. Lopez is 5th. Let's take a look at Gordon Carter in the BMW. Man, I tell you, the racecraft has really jumped up here. He loves all forms of racing. He's racing truck series. He races with us at when we do NASCAR BR and their truck series on Monday nights. And just a little plug for the NASCAR BR guys. Artur Vieira sort of leading up that effort there. Also, Sirkowski doing some racing there at NASCAR BR on Mondays. And a lot of our friends from the South America, the Brazilian guys there, heading that up. We have a lot of fun, man. Racing starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a good race. Kind of a fun season right now. We're waiting to start the real season. But a heck of a lot of fun mixing it up with these guys in the truck series. Who knows? We might be able to get some of the guys, the Indonesian drivers and the Euro drivers and so forth to join us as well. That'd be awesome. Vieira running in P3. Gordon Carter again running with us in that truck series, running in our truck series. He'll be out here tonight as well, the Saturday Night Thunder. Helped me out here when I've not been able to be around. He's doing some screenshots and so forth of help me do the banners and so forth. Thiago Lopez here in the Ferrari. A little off the grass, off a little bit into that rumble strip, and it spins the car. Good amount of room there for him, though. He's going to lose a position or two. Now back to the 9th position is Thiago Lopez. So Emerson Sirkowski ended up getting by. We'll take a look at Sirkowski as Lopez spins around. Take a look here on that infield portion. Sirkowski gets around. I think Lopez ended up spinning. I think we got that. Red bar also getting by. You see Sirkowski there in that Ferrari in that overrun area, or that flat portion of the track as they come back up onto the oval. So Sirkowski now up to P5. Took us a little bit to find that, but we got it. Andre Setiawan is now got some company. 1.1 second gap there between he and Ritsky Novar. Novar running in the 2nd position has closed in on Setiawan, and we saw these guys have an absolute dogfight at Indy. So take a look out of the front of Ritsky Novar's machine on that right side view. Trying to find a way to close in. Now less than a second. He is definitely in the in his zip code. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way here in just a little while, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They'll be at North Wilkesboro. It's the Cup Series, 135 laps of short track action at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Coming up tonight, the Saturday Night Thunder. The gap now climbing to 1 second there, so Setsuan a little bit better through the infield portion of the track, able to open up a gap. Got down to about a half a second. We'll take a look at Ritsky Novar running in P2 in a Mercedes. Sirkowski might have had some trouble. Emerson Sirkowski had some trouble. Oh, man, he got into the inside tire barrier. My heavens, let's take a look and see what happened here. Seems all right there. Oh, man, he gets a little bit loose on that chicane. It breaks the car loose and straight into the tire barrier for him. Wow. That was a hard lick there for him. Going board here with Keenan Lewang behind Sirkowski right there as he gets the car off kilter. And then Lewang going to end up getting by. But Sirkowski hard into the wall. He's all right through here, but he is going to hit this. And I think he just jerked the wheel back a little bit too much to try to get that car set up. And then it's on for a ride now, and he's hard into the tire barrier right here. Oh, man. He has retired his machine. That is a shame there from Emerson Sirkowski. Well, this battle here for P1 has tightened up. And we are looking at now 0.6 of a second separating the two drivers, Setsuan and Novar. And I was talking about how great of a battle those guys had at Indy. Art Vieta running into third position, and he's in the mix here. He's 3.3 seconds back. Remember, we got pit stops at some point. 4-tire change is mandatory. No compound rule, but a 4-tire change is mandatory here in the GT3 series. So definitely got pit stops in our future, and Artur Vieta running into third position. I've mentioned this time and time again that Artur Vieta is one of those guys that can get in any car and make it competitive. Really even keel, doesn't say much on the radio, just gets after it. Gets here, takes care of business. This battle here up front is starting to heat up. It's down below half a second now. On board here with Ritsky Novar as he follows Andre Setsuan. See how much he's working that wheel to keep that car lined up. Two cars out of the race, Sirkowski and Udichin. Will Dunbar up to P5 in this 88 car, Extra Life sponsored Audi. Extra Life is the charity that Will Dunbar sponsors, and we have a link to the Extra Life charity in the description of this race. If you would like to donate to the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals, please use the link that's out in the description of this race, and you can make a donation. Helps offset the medical costs for kids in the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And that's the last thing the family wants to worry about, really, is paying medical bills when their child is sick. And what a noble cause that Will Dunbar heads up here. And, oh, man, Will Dunbar into the tire barrier. I don't know what happened there. He missed the turn. That was a hard lick here. Let's take a look. And the car just wouldn't turn. It would not turn, and he's straight into the tire barrier there. That was a hard lick there for Dunbar. He's going to lose a number of positions. He's going to have to come in to get some damage repaired on that machine. Setjuan is the leader. Out of the back of his car is Ritsky Novar. P1, P2 right here. .6 separate the two of those guys. Keenan Lewang now up to P5 as Dunbar has dropped back to the 8th position. Actually 9th position now. And I would suggest he is going to have to come down pit lane and get some repairs done to that machine. And it does look like he is on pit lane. So Will Dunbar taking service here, 35-minute mark. So this will do it for him, I think, for his mandatory pit stop. Kind of kill two birds with one stone, but he's going to have some repairs done to the left side of that machine. Givaldo saying that Arch Vieta just following, just chilling, saving his stuff, saving the car. As now we get a battle here with Keenan Lewang and Revian Gumilar. This battle is for P5. Keenan Lewang running in the 5th position. Revian running in 6th. And a great battle there between the two of these guys. And something's got to give as these guys are going to enter turn 1. Cross the start-finish line. It is a dead heat there. And Keenan Lewang backs off, lets Gumilar have that outside, and gives him the spot. Great little piece of driving there by those guys. Good, clean racing. Go back here and take a look at that replay. Great pass here on the outside, and Keenan Lewang in the Mercedes kind of backs off and lets Gumilar have the outside line. So into turn 1, and this is a classic pass here, and this is a tough turn, man. High speed turn, wide sweeping turn, and Gumilar gets by as Keenan Lewang falls back to the 6th position. Go back to live here, and look at this battle here. This battle is for the race lead. Novar and Setjuan side by side. Little BMW versus Mercedes. Novar on the outside, Setjuan on the inside line. Turn 1, here we go. Novar trying to do that crossover move on the inside. Tight battle here. This is for P1. Ritsky Novar in the 10, Setjuan in the 16 car. Novar giving him a little bit of a tap there, letting him know he was there. Setjuan holding on to that spot so far. Novar had it just for a second. Good battle here for P1. And Setjuan holding on, but man, what a challenge there by Ritsky Novar. Wow. This battle is not over. You know that. These guys have pit stops to go as well. And Setjuan is the leader. Novar second. If you had a third, Carter fourth. Gumilar up to the 5th position. Revian in this 28 car up to P5. So good run here for him in the BMW. Lewang running in 6th. Lopez is in the 7th position. We'll take a look at Lopez running in P7 in the Ferrari. The lone Ferrari in the field. Setyawan, I think, has given up the race lead to come down pit lane. So Setyawan coming down pit lane now. Wants to make sure he gets that car under pit road speed. Does not want to see a speeding penalty. So Revion in the 16. Making his pit stop. Excuse me, that's Setyawan. Sorry about that. Novar is now the race leader. Setyawan on pit lane. As Ritsky Novar, I would suggest you probably will be coming down pit lane here fairly soon. Mandatory 4-tire change. Gordon Carter also on pit lane. Gumilar on pit lane. 2 cars out of the race. Sirkowski and Udichin out of the race. Setyawan is on pit lane. He gave up the race lead. Ritsky Novar, the leader in the Mercedes. We've seen that battle unfold with those guys at Indy, and they've lived up to it here at Daytona. Setyawan finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Novar kind of out there by himself right now. He's got a 4.2 second gap over Artavieta. That long slog down pit lane for Andre Setyawan. Now back out on the track. You've got to be really careful as you come through this access road. As now we see Ritsky Novar making a pit stop. Novar pitting his car, and he's going to give up the race lead, I believe. No, it looks like maybe Artavieta has pitted behind him. These guys got a pretty substantial lead on the rest of the field. As Ritsky Novar is shown as the leader, he and Artavieta pitting together. That's P1, P2. Setyawan back out on the track. Keenan Lewang may end up assuming the race lead here. We'll see. Oh, Lewang coming down pit lane as well. So another Mercedes on pit lane. And Lewang does assume the lead, but those guys still in their pit stalls taking service. Man, it takes forever to make a pit stop in these cars. They don't have as many pit crew members. And Novar finishing up his pit stop now, coming back out on track. And I would say Artavieta is going to be behind him in quick order. And that does look like Artavieta also coming off pit lane. So the top 3 on pit lane. Novar, Vieta, Setyawan on pit lane. Setyawan was the first of the crew to come down pit lane, and we'll see how this shakes out for him. Setyawan back out in the 16 car. He pitted a lap earlier than these guys. And after pit stops, it looks like Novar might have had a much better sequence. He is now 28 seconds up on Setyawan. That sounds a little high there, but you know, we're gonna trust the timing gods right there. I don't think it's quite 28 seconds there, so we'll get back to probably the timing line. Might be 4 seconds. They fixed that now. They heard me talking about him. Tiago Lopez back out on the track. He's running in the 7th position after making pit stops in the Ferrari, number 01 car. Revion Gumilar in the now in P5 as he gets by Keenan Lewang, who is coming off pit lane right there, running in the 6th position. Gumilar pitted a lap earlier and got out full of song and gets around Keenan Lewang. Dana Grover running in the 8th position, his first GT3 race here this season. He gets around Georgi Aratunian. Georgi's had to do a stop-and-go penalty for team speak violation. He's now coming back out on track. So Novar the leader. 4.6 second gap over Andrei Setuan. So we have flipped the script here after pit stops. Setuan was the leader going in. Novar the leader coming out. And we've seen these guys have a fantastic battle earlier this season at Indy. It was an epic battle all race long between the two of those guys. Novar ended up coming out on top. Keenan Lewang here having some trouble getting his car straightened back up. Right now, Keenan running in the 7th position. Take a look at Dana Grover here again, and Dana's one of our Canadian drivers, does a lot of stock car racing. He's doing our truck series as well. He races with us on Fridays and Saturdays at night. Had a great race last night in the Xfinity Series. And really one of the nicest guys out on the track, man. Always positive. And that's what we look for, man. We take it seriously, but we don't take it serious enough really to, ruin a friendship, that type of thing. And Dana has been very kind, also checking on me. Oh, Dana, he made us hurt. I talked about him. Kicking up a little dust there, Dana Grover, the BMW. I was just about to say that he was so nice and sending his well wishes here. And I lost my mother last week on Tuesday. And he's been checking on me, and I really appreciate that out of Dana Grover. A lot of guys here at the Stock Car Series that we run in the Xfinities, also on Saturday nights, and then of course the trucks included in that Stock Car portfolio that we have here at High Octane Racing League. A lot of those guys been checking on me, and I really appreciate that. Even some of my GT3 friends here also checking on me. And High Octane Racing League, we're just blessed with over 400 drivers, and very, very, very positive group of folks. The biggest High Octane Racing League has ever been, by far. And now we got such an international flavor. See Archivieta, they're going by in the Aston Martin. Take a look at Archivieta running in the 3rd position, dropping back to about 8 seconds back. Setuan is just 4 seconds ahead of him in the 2nd position. Gordon Carter is about 36 seconds behind in P4. Georgi Aratunian now closing in on Dana Grover. Aratunian in the Aston Martin, picking up a spot. And Aratunian picks up that spot, getting by Dana Grover. Grover in the BMW tucking in. Novar now closing in on some lap traffic. Dana Grover communicating with him, says, hey, take this spot, and letting him go. Great racing etiquette right there. Dana Grover in the 9th position, on board here with our leader, Ritsky Novar. Slowed him up a little bit. Now 3.8 seconds separate P1, P2. Will Dunbar here in the 88 car. Revion Globular gets by, and not for position. Revion running in the 5th spot. Will Dunbar 1 lap down in P10. Racing etiquette there for Will Dunbar. Keenan Luang in the Mercedes, running in 7th spot. Out there by himself. He's 1.8, 1.9 seconds back to P6. That's Thiago Lopez. It's been a fun race to watch here. Almost sorry that I didn't get out here and mix it up with these guys. I love this track. Except for that part of the track right there. And turn 1. Turn 1 is the toughest one for me, really. I mean, I think the chicane is more of a rhythm portion of the track. You know, hitting your marks and then finding the rhythm, getting through that chicane. But this coming into turn 1 is going to be on board here with Keenan Luang as he tackles turn 1. Coming through the tri-oval. This portion of the track right here is the toughest, man. I'm always on the edge of my seat because it is high speed right here, and then you got a hard left at the end of it. You got a lot of room there of the overrun, but man, to separate the men from the boys is how you get through turn 1, in my opinion. And Keenan Luang tackling that no problem. You got about 1.8 second gap between he and Thiago Lopez. Lopez up there in the Ferrari. And having a pretty good race here, running in the 6th position. And Luang closing in, though. That battle is tightening up. Down to down to 1.5 seconds separating the two of those guys. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that Lopez-Luang battle. Novar is 4.6 seconds up on P2. Setuwan is leading in points. Novar has, he missed a race, maybe 2 races, so Novar actually 10th in points. But Setuwan is the points leader coming into today's race. 1 win. Bezrikov got another win, and also Novar the win at Indy. Keenan Luang is 2nd in points. But Setuwan is our points leader coming into tonight, and a P2 finish, good for him. As this is race number 4 of the season. We got 4 more to go after this. So he's in the driver's seat right now, literally. We had about 2.5 seconds back to Andre Setuwan, Vieira running in the 3rd position. We might see him tonight in the stock cars. A great race at North Wilkesboro last night. Only 1 caution flag, and it was actually because, Archie Vieira sometimes has some connection issues, and he had a connection issue last night, got disconnected, rejoined the race, and when that happens, we get a caution flag, and that was the only caution flag of the night. Did 135 laps at North Wilkesboro, and basically caution-free, and it was a fantastic race as well. Very fun race to watch and broadcast. Of course, it's right here on TurnLeftTV if you'd like to watch that broadcast. Look at this, Keenan Luang now close it in on Lopez. So Keenan Luang on the bottom side here. These guys, I don't know what they're doing, but Luang maybe showing off a little bit, getting by Lopez. Lopez trying to do that crossover move. Lopez to the inside as they get into turn one, or into the chicane, and gives Keenan Lewang a little bit of room. So Lewang up to P6, Lopez back to the 7th position. It's an interesting sequence there. We'll take a look as Lopez maybe trying to stay off that. Oh yeah, he got down on that flat part of the track. That is dangerous, and could have really taken out Lopez. But he's going to clear that Ferrari. Now enter the chicane. He's definitely got that Ferrari in his mirror. And they're rolling up on Will Dunbar right now. Revian Gobilar and Gordon Carter here getting out. A couple BMWs mixing it up. Gobilar to the inside, the outside that 28 car is going to get by hard on the brakes. Really threw that car into turn one to pick up that pass. Pick up the spot, I should say, as now Gordon Carter back to P5. Revian is in P4. A good pass there. We'll take a look at that again. Take a look here as hard into the turn. We're on board here with Revian, and look at that, man, hard into the turn. And that car is getting a little squirrely right there in the 28. Lucky that car didn't come around, but man, hard on the brakes there for Revian, but he picks up that spot. Took a little chance. And now finds himself in P4. Gordon Carter back to P5. Novar is in control, man. 3.6 second gap over Sachuan. He had a 5.2 seconds back in the 3rd position. Revian Gumilar is in 4th. Gordon Carter 5th. Keenan Lewang running in the 6th position. Lopez 7th. Aratunian is 8th. Grover 9th. Dunbar is 10th. Dana Grover there recovering. I think he's had a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look and see what happened to Dana Grover. A little bit wide here in turn one. It gets off into the flat part. It keeps it out of the wall. And does not give up a position, but that car came around on him. He had a lot of speed coming into turn one. Take a look at this, and he just gets a little bit wide. Tries to turn it a little bit too sharp. It's a little slick on that overrun area, and he doesn't come all the way around. That's good recovery right there for the 4 car of Dana Grover. Don't forget to click on that SimLab website link that I have down in the description of this race. I'm an affiliate through them. I have a SimLab, a GT1 Evo sim rig. Bought that about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, probably more than that now. And I love it, man. I used to race from like a computer chair. I also built my own. I built 2 sim rigs, one out of wood, one out of PVC, that one that's online. I kind of modified that, but then said, I'm going to go after it, man. I'm going to buy the metal extrusion sim rig, put it together, and I've been able to buy some custom pieces on eBay and so forth and attach for keyboard attachments for gear shift, and I love it, man. It is rock solid, and I've got triple monitors. I've got built my own monitor stand as well out of the same type of metal extrusion, and just flows right in with my sim rig. Sim rig is also pre-drilled for quite a number of different manufacturers' wheels and pedals. I have a DD1 wheelbase and some V3 inverted pedals, and they just went on like butter, man. So please help me out by clicking on that link. If you decide you want to purchase something through them, please use my link. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, don't forget, tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. Artur Vieta still holding down the fort there in P2. I think Setuan has had some trouble. Maybe coming down pit lane. See that here. So look at this. Artur Vieta on the outside line in the Aston Martin. Setuan in the BMW. A little bit of a drag race here on the oval portion of the track. And looks like Vieta's going to get that spot. Setuan now falls back to the 3rd position. So Artur Vieta, maybe Givaldo is telling the truth that he was saving his stuff. And now going to make a run for the race lead. He is now 4 seconds back, but he got around Setuan. It took a while to catch him to get around him. Setuan now back to P3. Take a look here as Setuan. A little bit of a replay here. Setuan on this inside, Vieta up on the outside line. Take a look at Artur Vieta running in. You're going to hear him get out of the throttle right here. Let him have it. These guys running up on some lap traffic. Giorgio Arbatuni picking up a spot there as Thiago Lopez on pit lane. Making a pit stop. Lopez having some trouble too. Lopez looked like he had some trouble. We're taking a look at Artur Vieta running in the 2nd position. I think Lopez had some trouble here. He is now back to the 8th position. We'll take a look at Lopez. He definitely had some trouble. So Lopez, I think he ends up spinning this car in the infield. He gets a little bit wide, trying to recover, keep it back on the track, out of the grass, and he ends up spinning, losing the back end of that car, gets into the wall in the infield. And that was a pretty hard lick there for Thiago Lopez. And watch this. He's going to get a little wide here, and I think he just kind of, not panics, but he says, hey, man, I don't want to get in this grass. Turns the wheel a little bit too hard at the apex of that turn, and then that car just takes off on across the grass. Once it gets on the grass, man, it's like you're on ice. You're just a passenger at that point. You can't control it. But he doesn't panic. He gets back out on the track. Maybe a little bit of left front damage for him. But not what he wants to see here in the back half of this race. Less than 10 minutes to go. And it does look like now that Lopez has decided to bring that car down pit lane. Let's take a look at our side-by-side view, and Thiago Lopez definitely on pit lane now. Here with just under 8 minutes left to go. It looks like he might have maybe served a penalty here. So Lopez back out on track, and he will be in the 9th position in that Ferrari. That was the guy I was rooting for. He was the Ferrari driver. That is my dream car, Ferrari. Before I die, I want to make sure that I drive a Ferrari. They do have a thing coming in Indianapolis every year, kind of a supercar driving experience, but I've not been brave enough to do it. Maybe one year. If there's anybody out there that has a Ferrari that would like to come over and let me drive it, you know, I would love that. But I don't know anybody who has a Ferrari. Got a virtual Ferrari. Ricky Novar's lead is 3.8 seconds. Artur Vieta is in second. Setiawan is back in third. Revian Gumilar fourth. Gordon Carter running in the fifth position. Let's take a look at Gordon Carter. Revian Gumilar having a good battle here. This is for P5. Or excuse me, P4. Gordon Carter running in the fourth position. Revian running in P5. So good side-by-side view here coming up with these two guys. Looking at the back of Gordon Carter's machine. Excuse me, of Revian Gumilar's machine at Gordon Carter. We're focused on Gordon Carter here. But looking out of the back of Revian's machine as he holds on to P4. But Gordon Carter giving him all he wants right now. And then some. This is the best battle on the track. And this is for the fourth position. Revian running in fourth. Gordon Carter is in P5. Taking a look at Revian Gumilar in the 28 car. Running in the fourth position. Couple BMWs here slugging it out with just under 5 minutes left to go. I'll tell you what, Artur Vieta is closing in on Ricky Novars. Now down to 3.3 seconds. Does he have enough time? 3.2 now. Vieta is on the move in the Aston Martin. Ricky Novar is our leader, but that gap is starting to diminish. But the question is, does he have enough time to be able to, make up that 3-second gap? He's going to need a little bit of help there. Maybe a little traffic for Ricky Novar. Maybe a little trouble through the chicane or or turn one or the infield. Somewhere on the track, he's going to need a little help. Novar does not make a lot of mistakes. This battle here is heating up, man. Gordon Carter and Revian Gumilar. Revian on the up ahead on board here with Gordon Carter. And this battle is getting steamy, baby. This is a fun track. Now you're excited here once you get back up onto this oval portion of the track. Try to use a little draft here to close in. Advantage, I think, right now, the guy we're on board here with. As he closes in on Revian. So he's going to get a little bit of a draft here. Now how can he deal with the chicane? This might be the difference. How these guys navigate through the chicane. Great job there by both those guys. Revian running in P4 as we got just under 3 minutes left to go. This battle here for P1 now down to 2.9 seconds. 2.9 second gap. We look at Will Dunbar here in the Audi. He's had trouble in the chicane before, and he went straight into the wall. This time he spins it a little bit. Probably a little too much on, turning the wheel there as he tried to do that right-hand section, that first right-hander there in the chicane. No hard, no foul. Gets it back out on the track, running in P10. Will Dunbar does all our computer stuff here, provides our servers. If you are interested in a server, man, this is the guy to contact. This guy can set you up. And it looked like Will Dunbar coming down pit lane. He's retiring his machine. Oh, no. Will Dunbar's come down pit lane, retired, I think. What a tough break there for Will Dunbar. 2.7 second gap here with just over a minute left to go. Novar runs wide in that turn. A little bit wide. Oh, he's getting a little squirrely there. Ritsky Novar starting to fight the handling of that machine. Alexi Salviev joining us in the chat. Good to see you, Alexi. 1.6 second gap now. 1.6 seconds. It is tightening up. Artur Vieira trying to close in and make a race of this. Can he do it? Look at this. Let's take a look at Will of Revion Gumular and Gordon Carter still fighting it out in the waning moments of this race. Revion now getting that spot, P4. Gordon Carter back to the 5th position. Ritsky Novar, 1.4 second gap. I think we got another lap in us here. I think we might have another lap here. Let's see. I think we do. We got another lap headed our way. This will maybe give Vieira one last shot. Novar is going to have to help him out a little bit with having some trouble through the infield portion of the track. Ritsky Novar trying to hold off a charge by Artur Vieira. Vieira running in P2. Sechawan is 3rd. Gumular 4th. Carter is 5th. 1.3 second gap. Novar 1.1 second gap now, tightening up. If Vieira can get there within that drafting distance, he might have a chance to eke out a win as they approach that chicane. So Ritsky Novar, can he hold off a charge by Artur Vieira? Through the chicane. Can the Aston Martin close in here on this Mercedes? And Ritsky Novar now up on the oval portion of the track after the chicane, coming through turn 4. Or whatever turn it is in the road course. And Ritsky Novar is going to come away with the race win. Wow, what a battle there as Ritsky Novar gets the win. Congratulations, Ritsky. Great job, Ritsky Novar. Another win there for him. What a great run there for Ritsky Novar. Did not panic and came away with a great victory here at Daytona. Second win of the season. Novar not messing around here at Daytona, that's for sure. What a fantastic run there for him. Artur Vieira had a great run too, finishing in P2. Hard to beat Ritsky Novar. He is showing that this Mercedes is strong. His racecraft, we know very, very well about his racecraft and how good he is. Let's take a look at the final results here. Ritsky Novar gets the win. Art Vieta finished second. Andre Setjuan finishes in third. Revian Grumilar fourth. Keenan Luang finishes in the fifth position. Gordon Carter sixth. Georgie Aratunian battles for a seventh place finish. Tiago Lopez finishes eighth. Dana Grover ninth. Will Dunbar finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is Emerson Sirkowski, and Dennis Schuderchin finishes in the 12th position. So congratulations to Ritsky Novar on getting the win here at Daytona. And maybe we can get Ritsky up here in the booth with us. Don't forget, we got some racing headed your way a little bit later tonight. North Wilkesboro Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. It is race number 5 of the season. 135 laps from the great short track in North Wilkesboro. We are getting some word that Ritsky is ready for his interview. All right, Ritsky Novar joining us up here in the booth, and another win at another classic road course here at Daytona. Had a good battle with Andre for a while, and talk about how that sort of a tale of two halves there. The race after the pit stop and the race before the pit stop. How that went for you?
I think the Setiawan was saving a little bit of fuel at the end of the first stint, because you can see that he slowed down significantly, that I was able to catch him. And when he went for the undercut with the earlier pit stop, I just went with my strategy that I used back in Indy road course, and thankfully it worked out well for me.
Well, we had also Art Vieta in the mix too. He was slowly creeping up, got within about a 1.5 second gap with you. Was that something you were cognizant of after that pit stop, that Art Vieta was starting to close the gap a little bit?
Well, I was honestly hoping that Setiawan in the second position would be like a little buffer for me, like the battle would last a little longer than I expected. But when Arthur took second place and then kept on chasing, it got on my radar really quick. And so I had to balance between using the more aggressive quali fuel mix with the fuel calculations, so not to run out in the last laps. And thankfully I didn't.
You've raced several GT3 series with us, and it seems like you kind of jump around a little bit from different makes, models of cars. What made you choose the Mercedes this season?
Well, first of all, my choice is always German cars. I have a particular bias for German cars, and I took the Porsche in the last season, and that went well. So I went with another German car, and so I had to choose between the BMW and the Mercedes. And because I actually own the Mercedes back at home, I just went with the car.
And then if we have a Volkswagen in the next DLC download, you're going to drive a Volkswagen?
Really, anything that comes from Germany, I'll drive it.
Well, we have Lime Rock Park coming up next week. Very different track than what you see today. What are your feelings about that track and your chances of picking up another win here in the GT3 series?
I was hoping that it would be a fun race, regardless of winning the race or not. I just want to have a clean, fun race for an hour and also like to the last minute if I can.
Well, hey, congratulations, and thanks for all the work that you've done here at High Octane Racing League and helping us out. And we certainly wouldn't be where we are without your help in the GT3 and also the Indy cars. And you've done a lot of great stuff for us, so we really appreciate that. And good luck to you the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you for hosting amazing races.
Thank you. That's Ritsky Novar joining us up here in the booth, and man, what a great job there for him. Another win for Ritsky and the Psychopath E-Racing boys, huh? And look who's joining us in the chat session, too. We got some royalty here. Huh, Alexi. We haven't seen Alexi in a little while. Good to see Alexi out here, and hopefully we'll get to see him back on the track maybe when we kick up that IndyCar series again. I've got a lot of guys who've sent me messages wanting to know when the Indy cars are going to be back in action. So after the GT3 series is over, we'll kick off another little IndyCar season, and hopefully we'll have some classic tracks out here for you too. But hopefully we'll see Alexi back as well. And congratulations to Ritsky Novar for getting the win. And don't forget, next week we will be at Lime Rock Park. We got to fix that. There we go. Lime Rock Park coming up next week. Then Virginia International VIR, not exactly my favorite track, so I'll be up on the broadcast booth for that one, I'll guarantee you. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park coming up on December the 9th, and it's Sebring International on December the 16th. I like that track. Who knows what I'll do there, man. I love Sebring. That's a fun one. Bushwhacker Series, I don't have the banner done for this, but they will be at Pocono next week for a 70-lap race on November the 24th. And that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So excited for that one. And, of course, the Tough Trucks coming up on Tuesday, November the 21st. And that is kicking off the week of racing, a 100-lap race in Texas. Man, this series has been absolutely fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. And hopefully we'll be bringing that race to you live on Tuesday, November the 21st. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. You want to run a server for your league, no matter where you are in the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server with your best pings. WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And that's who provides our service here at High Octane Racing. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. We'll have a quick link to our Discord server so you can join us there. Also, you get updates of point standings, what we have as far as schedules, a quick link to TurnLeftTV, and a good way to get a hold of us through the contact link there as well. But use that Discord link. We'd like to see you. Also, you can get quick replays of the races in the various series. And thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Thanks to all those folks who've subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and let me know you were here. Get this video out there for people to see. We had a good race here to show off to people. Also, subscribe if you haven't done so. Smash that subscribe button and massage the bell, baby. You get updates when races are going live here on TurnLeftTV. Thanks so much for joining us here. Congratulations to Ritsky Novar on getting the win in the GT3 series. Fantastic run there for him. And good to see Alexi Givaldo also joining us in the chat session. Appreciate those guys. And we'll see you next time here on TurnLeftTV. I'm going to get out of here, boys and girls. I am hitting the wrong button. I'm out of here.